Welcome everyone. How's it going today? I'm going to be playing Metroid Prime, the first game in the trilogy. Playing it on Wii, the Wii version that's on the Metroid Prime trilogy. And I'm going to be playing it on HYPERMODE difficulty, which is the equivalent of the Nintendo GameCube hard difficulty. I already beat all three games in all three levels of difficulty and 100% for all of them in the past. But I figure if I'm able to beat this game on the hardest difficulty setting, normally I should be able to do it again. I will be also going for 100% again. I should also mention that you can't on a fresh save file, and I'm not willing to delete my previous save file where I completed everything. You can't on a fresh save file start on HYPERMODE difficulty, normally. So what I did is that I used a cheat code to modify the level of difficulty on my second save file here. I saved at the first save station on the frigate at the beginning, the Space Pirate frigate. So I will be starting on veteran mode, but there's really nothing hard in the first few instances of the game, in the first few minutes. It only really starts getting difficult once you get to the planet, I guess. So I'll start single player on veteran difficulty, but then I'll switch over to that other save file where the difficulty will be ramped up a little bit. Just saying. As a disclaimer. An identified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel in orbit above Talon 4.
The cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of humanity is but a flash of light from a lone star. The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others. The light of Samus Aran. Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history. Here, another chapter of that history will be written.
The volume was a bit too low, so I increased it, but I think I may have to bring it back down now. It seems loud enough to me. Also, I chose not to play in widescreen mode simply because, well, the game was designed with a 4:3 aspect ratio in mind originally anyway, and also it doesn't improve the resolution of the game if you play it in widescreen mode. You're just stretching the image across the same amount of pixels across a larger surface, and that doesn't look better. That looks more pixelated, if anything. Force field activation switches are now online. Tech Alpha, emergency evacuation area. Current status, environment unstable. Airlock pressurization successful. Yeah, just saying, pressurization does not mean gravity, but okay. A new creature entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology, parasite, interstellar vermin, travel in swarms. Indigenous to Talon 4, a single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. Morphology, space pirate, status, death caused by a severing of the spinal cord. Death caused by acid burns to body, chemical type unknown. Weak life signs detected. Small energy replenishes 10 units of energy. Yeah, the escape pods have been launched. This place has been evacuated. You have downloaded the map for this area. Press 1 to access the map. When you're finished, press 1 again to resume play. This is where we're going. Frigate exterior hull stable and fully functional. Talon 4 ground zero area secure. Crater radiation readings normal. Parasitic infestation has been detected in the ventilation systems of decks Gamma and Beta. 2 parasite queen specimens have become volatile on deck Beta. Access to deck Beta approved. Please step into the hologram. I always liked that effect. Those sparks coming out of the metal on metal grinding like that. Specimen containment breach on deck Beta. All crew report for lockdown. Oh no, don't talk to me about lockdown. Enough of that. Both legs of this creature are broken. After mutation, the carapace of the larva becomes rigid. The carapace is quite resilient, able to resist the attacks of many predators. New creature's entry has been downloaded. Subject auto-defense turret. Use missiles to break outer casing. So as you'll see on veteran difficulty, they only take 1 missile, but later on when I will switch to that other difficulty setting, you'll see that it requires 2. A new pirate data entry has been now downloaded to your logbook. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 09.992.3. Zebes has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. The hunter clad in metal would be Samus in this case. Research frigates Orpheon, Syriacus, and Volparagum were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at Code Blue. No signs of pursuit from the hunter. This one can be missed. It's required for 100% completion, that pirate research entry, but you only get this one chance of scanning it. You can deactivate the turret by doing this. can still destroy it if you like, though. Severe internal damage detected. This elimination. Death caused by removal of internal organs. You. Ah, what's this, by the way? Okay, never mind. Thought this was something that adds to your logbook. Okay, so let's switch over to my other save file then, which is on the appropriate difficulty setting. Okay, wait a few seconds. And normally I did everything like scanning the log from the Space Pirate research and scanning the parasite that had it to the log. Normally these things I've already done at this point. Maybe not the energy and the missiles though, come to think of it. But at least those are not missable. Okay, hyper mode difficulty. If on my older save file I had the Metroid Prime in a state where it says game completed and I can restart from the beginning without deleting anything, I would have been able to select hyper mode there, but I did not have such a save file ready to go, so there was not much I could do there, I'm afraid. Logbook plus. Pirate data full of Zebes, okay. Parasite in the creatures, research. I scanned the save station on this save file, so I don't forget, okay. Save station being this thing. And as you will be able to see, it takes 2 missiles to take these down on this level of difficulty. Analysis detects large amounts of blood missing from the carcasses. These bodies may have been used for nourishment, pattern consistent with predator behavior. These creatures still contain a heat signature. They have not been here for very long. We were trying to get out. No life signs detected. Thank you for the follow. Although, maybe that's a bot. I don't know. From the name. Ah yeah, don't forget to scan the boss. A new creature's entry has been downloaded. Morphology, Parasite Queen, Parasite Female genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen, origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard Parasite genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. Ah, missed. Okay, done.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Parasites. On. Can't remember if you can open the door without feeding these things first. I'm not sure. I was trying to shoot them, but it would not open. Maybe you do have to defeat them. cutscene. Meta Ridley. Subject, Meta Ridley. Weapon update complete. Stinger ballistics online. Plasma fuel cell online. Subject, Meta Ridley. Cerebral casing stable. Exoskeleton shield holding. Begin umbilical retraction. Disable the turret. Access to Deck Alpha approved. Please step into the hologram.
Various suit malfunction. Workflow malfunction. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get all of that back. Oh yeah, I have to deactivate the hint system if I have already done so on this save file. Because I don't want hints. Tracking on enemy target has been lost. Crown-based recon required. Recon, more like, yeah. Begin landing sequence. Hunter-class gunship registered to Samus Aran. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. Also... yeah, turn off the hint system. I don't want to be interrupted in my playthrough. Every time the game tells me, hey, there is something going on over there, go check it out. No thanks. Should have scanned those, but they're all over the place anyway. Yeah, those are beetles, burrowing insects with a resilient carapace. Extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. haven't scanned this one yet.
Recording to logbook.
That's a new one.
Recording to logbook.
Zoomer. I don't think that was an expression already at the time that the game was released. Like Zoomer by opposition to Boomer. I guess in this day and age to call an enemy Zoomer, I guess. Yeah, well. That probably wouldn't happen today anyway. Yeah, normally I would be interrupted here already with the game telling me where to go if the hint system was turned on. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Chozo script translation complete. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however. The Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our worlds from time to time. If I don't have to defeat them, I'd rather just ignore them altogether. Oh yeah, by the way.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, Scarab. Exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their swarm. When a hostile life form is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened.
Recording to logbook.
Ion. Immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue. They're big living eyes, I guess. No, that's the Chozo lore that I wanted to scan. Chozo script translated. Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truth of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps finally the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. Oh yeah, I should scan these.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, War Wasp. Airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The War Wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive-bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. And you can scan the hives themselves as well.
Recording to logbook.
Plasmite. Small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They emit light when hunting and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. Oh yeah, these can be scanned as well, come to think of it.
Recording to logbook.
Tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience. Retracts into ground if threatened. Tangleweeds are only dangerous to small organisms. They are covered in tiny barbs designed to trap potential meals. Tangleweeds lack the strength to do anything more than hinder larger life forms. Okay. Yeah, sure. If this is another bot, then goodbye. A new creature entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Hive Mecha, security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. A design flaw makes the shielding on Hive Mecha weak around their access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive-dwelling predators. Unarmed, they rely on their hive beasts to handle any threats. Such as these. And this is your only chance to scan these as well, so you don't want to miss out. A new creature's entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology, Ram War Wasp. Airborne predator, circles its prey and then strikes. Etc, etc, yeah. Ouch, 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 ouch. Actually, my health is not super high. And I'm on the hardest difficulty level, so... I'm looking at the radar at the top left corner of the HUD. Even this first boss can be quite complicated on this difficulty level because you tend to take a lot of damage from these wasps. 18 energy low. Yeah, I might die. I'm trying to dodge to the best of my ability, but it's not easy. One. Ah, no, never mind. It's over. Thought I had to do it one more time. Missile launcher.
Recording to logbook.
There is a blast shield on the door blocking access. Requires missiles to open. Yeah, this was probably a bot, so there we go. Let's get rid of it. Usually they have links. They can't post links anymore. energy tank. Alright. Let's be on our way. Oops. Yeah, but I wanted to go for this. Okay, so since I didn't scan the first one, because if you have already used all the map stations in the game and you don't leave one for you to scan, then you can lock yourself out of reaching 100% for that reason. Walk into map station holograms to download the map of the area you're in. Trying to get a bit of health from these weaker enemies. Okay. Oh, well, I would have gotten health here anyway. Morph ball. You have to fight a whole bunch of these. Morphology, plated beetle, well-armored burrowing insects. Vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks. Only surfacing when it detects the vibrations above it, then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. crap. Morph Ball acquired. Press C to activate Morph Ball mode. Use the control stick to move the ball around and blah 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 blah. So on and so forth. Yeah, well, I probably wouldn't be able to get into the hole without bombs anyway, so, yeah. That was a bad assumption on my part here. Yeah, whatever. Jeez. Unless I manage to do it from here. Hold on. Yeah, maybe not, no. Now, because of this sort of little thing that juts out of the wall that's right above it, I probably wouldn't be able to do it that way. Okay, well, I'll be back later. Let's go get the bombs. Jump. Jump. And yeah, more of these guys. More of these? No.
Recording to logbook.
The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceeded our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when the power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it has already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Yeah, well, these can be a bit tricky to scan. Gonna have to try again, I guess.
Recording to logbook.
Reaper Vine, powerful rock-dwelling tentacle. A single eye upon the Reaper Vine keeps a constant vigil, but its vision is limited to 10 meters. A scythe-like appendage on its tip is honed to lethal sharpness. The Reaper Vine will swing this blade wildly at anything that enters its zone of perception. It's not what I was aiming for. There we go.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, Shriekbat, territorial seating dweller. Body temperature peaks at 121 centigrade degrees. Shriekbats have high internal temperature, making them easy to spot with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they dive bomb anything that wanders near.
Recording to logbook.
Missile ammunition resupplies missile launcher with 5 rounds. Ouch, 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 ouch. This runic symbol has been activated. 4 runic symbols in this room must be activated. That's 1 out of 4. This runic symbol has been activated. That's 3. Ah, yeah, that ammo is gone now. Ah, well. Where's the final one? It's high up on the wall, the way I remember it. Now wait for that thing to come back out because ah, yeah, there it is.
Recording to logbook.
Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory, but the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, a strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. Charge beam. Yeah, true, you get the charge beam before the bombs. Are they the same enemies from before these? Or is it that supposed to be a different species? No, they're the same. They're ions. I was worried about those, but there were others like them very close by. Ah, well. This way. Boss time. Incinerator drone, programmed for high-temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blasts compensates for its lack of battle prowess. This is also another missable. Morphology: barbed war wasp. Airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at prey. A highly aggressive member of the war wasp family, this insect can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. The stinger tips regrow seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to pre-digest prey. Come on, show yourself. Come on! Wait. This way. That's a dead end? Okay.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology. Stone toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat.
Recording to logbook.
Standard morph ball slot. This slot is active. Energy tank acquired. Let's just go through there. It's easier that way. Shall I save? Yeah. Come to think of it. Yeah, well, I don't think I would be able to get everything if I tried to get that now. Oh, well, it's not that much of a detour, and besides, we're on a harder difficulty level, so, let's go that way. No. I believe I'll be able to get maybe one missile upgrade here, but not much else. Yeah, because the rest requires yeah, the spider ball, which I don't have yet. So we'll have to come back here later. But at least I have more missiles to work with. I was hearing something, but yeah, I guess I can't do anything about it now. Ouch. Acid. Ow! Intense eat readings. Can't go that way yet. Yeah, there's a missile upgrade over that way, but you need to be able to fit into that rail using the spider ball ability. So, can't go that way yet. Ah, yeah, I forgot. You have to do this first. can't go that way yet, but let's at least register the area. But there's more stuff I can get over that way, so let's do that now. Not the least of which is an energy tank.
Recording to logbook.
The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, or there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. No more Chozo lore in the area. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's 40 missiles. And an extra energy tank. Let's continue, okay. To the boss. I know this place is pretty dark, but there's not much I can do about it. I can't remember where they all are, these 4 runic symbols. I believe there's at least one more hive. There's one here. That's 3 out of 4. Yeah, there's the next hive. Where is the next runic symbol? Or maybe I missed it. Maybe it was at the bottom. Well, I already got this one. Yeah, it may have been down there actually. Crap. Over there maybe. Where those boxes are. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, sure enough. There's no save point close to the boss though, so I would want to go back and save before I try to tackle it. Save. There's nothing for it. As soon as it comes into view, it starts spawning these things. This is a different creature, actually, the red ones. Those, things. Venom weed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venom weeds evolved to thrive in the habitats of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves and then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venom weeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. Morphology, Flagra. This mutant plant, it's a source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable, however. Exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. This is treated as a separate creature, and you must not forget to scan it. One of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. won't be fast enough, I believe. Or maybe I will. Okay. There. Now the water in the ruins is not poisoned anymore. And that's the various suits, if I'm not mistaken. Ah well. There was energy somewhere in the area, but... various suits. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Have scanned those larger ones because they don't occur too often. Pulse Bamboo, life form of raw energy, periodically releases explosive segments from its body. Pulse Bombus are energy beings invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them, but I don't have that at the moment. They lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse bombs produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed regardless of who or what may be nearby. I believe there is a Chozo lore to be had from somewhere around here, no? Ah, yes.
Recorded to logbook.
The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep even further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring our life, all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the forest that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. Okay, so I was here before. Um, come to think of it, um, hmm, should I go back to Talon Overworld, maybe? There is more than one way to get to Magmoor Caverns, like taking this elevator. This goes to the north area of the Magmoor Caverns. But I know for a fact that I can get more stuff from Talon Overworld now. Missile capacity upgrades, among others. Oh, yeah, also. I just remembered something. Yeah, I thought so. Ah, there was still one? That's what I was after. Okay, didn't mean to do that, obviously. Ah, yeah, that's not the same enemy. I should have scanned it. least I think it's not the same.
Recruiting to logbook.
Blood flower, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. 3 nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary grain cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. Like so. Yeah, those are the one with spikes from before. They are not zoomers, they're Gemer or Gemer, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes. The Gemer is an evolutionary offshoot of the zoomer family. When threatened, it extends lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. Someone with more humor than me would probably be able to make up a joke about zoomers based on that, but but I'm not, so... Okay. Access to Magmoor Caverns East granted. Please step into the hologram. It's not the right button, really. Okay. So the north is that way. I should have scanned that creature, come to think of it. Morphology Magmoor. Fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. Those don't count as enemies, I take it. I was trying to scan that little thing over there. Morphology, Tricelops, hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Tricelops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard, tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rocks are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. You need to trick it into collecting a bomb, yeah, like that. You can't defeat them any other way, I think. through there, I suppose. Not that you gain anything from doing so. Although, well, no, that brings you to the beginning of the area, actually, where I came from. Wrong button again. Yeah, okay, so I don't want to go that way. Are they the same turret as on the frigate? Auto-defense turret? Yeah, well. Or maybe, yeah, I didn't scan them on this save file, I guess. I did on the other, but... Puffer. Unstable gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers will fill their bodies with lethal metaviprium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. Am I still going north, by the way? North is that way. Well, we'll see, I guess. Hey. Ultra energy replenishes 100 units of energy. Those are not the biggest ones? No. Oh, well, I guess they're not so rare then. Those that give you 100 points. They've been fairly common coming from these enemies. Okay, wrong button again. Yeah, I need to get down there. There should be like a cave opening somewhere. Down there, I think. Well, finish exploring maybe in here really, but I think that's everything I could do. Love how this team can build up on your visor here. the double jump I could simply jump over, but here I have to pass underneath.
Recording to logbook.
Burrower, tunneling insect predator. The burrower is similar to beetle, though it prefers to spend more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology Grisby. Subvolcanic carrion defender. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. Ouch. These may not necessarily be the same enemies. Alright, and at the end of this thing is the elevator that I could have taken if I had taken the other one and just chose a ruins. That's the Magmore Caverns North elevator. I know, that's the same one. Thought it may be a different one. Because there's more than one species of shriek bats. Okay, I can turn around because I was there just before, so at least now I finished exploring the Magmore Caverns to the full extent of what I can cover at the moment. Damn it, leave me alone. Ouch. Poison. There's another turret up there. Ouch. Geothermal power routing to this station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid if fluctuations exceed safety levels. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is promising. Recommend Energy Command deactivate central dynamo and switch to geothermal power at once. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. They do have high value to the monks of ground time, however. Recommend processing of crystal for that market once phazon operations cease. Wait. Okay, maximum energy increased by 100. This section is actually a lot harder on the GameCube since you don't have the morph ball jump ability. Fendrana drifts. Well, hey, Panda, how's it going today? The door directly above has been unlocked. No, that's not what I wanted to scan. The enemy. Yeah, there we go. A new creature has been entry has been downloaded to your log. Crystallite or crystallite. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a chrysolite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms the hard ice shell, which the chrysolite retains for the rest of its life. New personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by a 30% ration cut and extra duty. Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projects are postponed. Under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. All ballistic support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown containment plan 3A in effect until further notice. Feeling pretty good today. Still a bit hot because of summer and stuff, but other than that, feeling pretty good. Morphology. Scatter Bombu. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all bombus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging scatter bombus by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. I got hit anyway. Baby Shegoth. Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young Shegoth grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, Baby Shegoth will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. I could hear some ammo pickups, but I probably can't get them at this point in the game, though. Hold on. Ah yeah, it's here, but it's behind a wall of ice that requires the plasma beam to melt. The ice covering this opening can be melted with extreme heat. Yeah. Don't have that now. Yet. And then there should be one around here as well, requiring the... Yep, the spider ball. Magnetic rail system track detected. It appears to be active. Spider ball technology required to access track. Yeah, well, again, don't have that now. Let's move on. Morphology. Ice Burrower. Burrower better adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the ice burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Thandrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passers-by. I already analyzed these. It's bad enough when there's one. When you have to face two at a time. Okay, I just heard something. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Chozo script translated. As the great poison reaches ever further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? I need to double jump to keep going through this area. Ah well, okay. Dead end. Can't jump that high. Ah, here then. Platform realignment successful. Ouch. Boost ball. While in morph ball mode, press and hold B to charge the ball. Release B after charging to get a speed boost. Ah, there's some Chozo lore under the door. Just noticed. Just want to scan this. So I don't forget. Chozo script translated. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, when we Chozo are no exception. But for all of our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that on some far-off day, a savior will come and continue what we have begun. For that savior, we will leave our ancient weapons and armor. The soul who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. Who could that be, I wonder? Can I... Eh. Yeah, well, whatever. Okay. Okay, let's do this thing again. So much for trying to avoid it. There. Okay, now back to Talon Overworld. A sighting of Metroid, if I'm not mistaken. Or its shadow, anyway. Can I scan one of these bird-like creatures? Here we go, okay. Flickerbat, scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. Can I make the jump? Yes. Yeah, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to go. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Okay, wait. Wait till it stops. Society guys, sorry I haven't been here the past few days. Just been in a pretty shitty mood. Well, it happens. Even to the best of us. Feeling better now, though? Hopefully. How's it going now? Okay, I believe that way. Yeah, you need the spider ball to continue going that way. I could use some water. Hold on. Not really, but it's raining out, so it could be worse. What, you prefer it if it's raining? Dark and rainy are nice. I hate the hot and sunny weather. I don't mind sunny myself, but I'm not a huge fan of really high temperatures, though. Okay, so really cloudy days with dry air and a temperature around 60 degrees is the best. Sounds nice enough. Yeah, throw in a light breeze and it's perfect. This guy is gonna get in my way. Okay, never mind. Come to think of it, wasn't there something like that over that way too? Yeah, right here. Come on. But you need the spider ball, no? Yeah, on this side at least you do. I've already been that way. Yep. There we go. Okay, back to Talon Overworld. There is a Metroid Prime game on the Nintendo DS, but it's a different episode in the series, a different entry. It's not exactly the same game. The one on Nintendo DS is Metroid Prime Hunters, with a strong multiplayer component to it. And if anything, the single player mode is extremely pared back compared to other entries. It was really built around the idea of the multiplayer deathmatch kind of thing. So maybe this crack I be smoking doesn't affect my memory that much. Maybe I should have more than... That means you can have even more. Yay! More crack. Okay, now that I have the double jump, back to Magmore Caverns. Whee! Back the way I came. This way. Ouch, 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 ouch. It's hot. No, 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 don't spit me into the lava. Piece of shit. Good to go? Okay. I'm getting shot at! Where are the shots coming from? Okay, now that I have the double jump, Jump here. Collapsible suspension bridge is functional but requires power.
Recording to logbook.
This is a standard spinner device. The generator belts of the spinner can be activated by the rapid rotational force. Sorry. Use the boost ability of the morph ball when inside the spinner to activate the device. Chozo artifact. Bendasium portion of area unstable. How can you blast this thing? Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of strength, the second of 12. No Bendasium. Maybe power bombs to destroy Bendasium obstacle. They respawned. The turrets, I mean. This one. I feel like sneezing. Pardon me. Pardon me. Thank you. It's ticklish. Bless you squared, yeah. Still feels ticklish, but a bit better. Okay, I should probably save my progress again. Maybe I can already jump across that way. do it. Okay. This cordite statue is worn and weathered. Nah. A statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence on its hands.
Recording to logbook.
Ice parasite, scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example. Having adjusted to a frigid climate, this vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. The statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. There appears to be a shell of ice encasing a water basin. The water originated from the statue's mouth. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of this brimstone object. Brimstone object, not brimstone. Chozo architect, the statue is flawless. Chozo philosopher, the statue is flawless. Chozo warrior, it's flawless. Yeah, it's a boss. Wave beam. And this could be the first truly challenging boss, this one. Here comes the big mama. Morphology, Sheegoth. Supreme predator of the Defender and Drifts. Sheegoth are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. Sheegoth have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a Sheegoth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. Don't I get to... I know, I guess it doesn't have an health gauge. It's more a mini boss then, I guess. Come on, do your beam attack or whatever. Come on. Firing missiles when it seems to be out of breath then? Yeah, as it is now, for example, it's not doing anything, looks like. Come on, do your thing. How many missiles is this gonna take? Come on. Think it... No? Ah, thought it was dead because it seemed to be doing something different. Come on. Come on. Ah. Finally. Okay, well, I've got them all then. The ammunition and health pickups. Missile ammunition. Resupplies missile launcher with 10 rounds of ammo. Wave beam acquired. Okay, we're good. Now I can finally defeat these enemies which I could not before. I can't recall. There is something to be done here with the wave beam, or maybe it's further into the level, but save. Okay, now that I have the double jump, I can get through here. This hanging rock structure appears to have a weak spot near its base. Some stalactites can be dislodged from ceilings, allowing them to be used as platforms to cross otherwise unreachable areas. Wait. Okay, I managed to scan one. Because they disappear from the game after a while, so you can't reach 100% completion if you don't scan them when you can. Ice Shriek Bats, ice-encased ceiling dweller. Like standard shriek bats, these creatures are easily spotted with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings, subsisting on insects, reptiles, and small mammals. Fiercely territorial, they will dive bomb anything that wanders near. And there's yet another ammo upgrade here, but it requires the plasma beam to be melted. It's a power bomb upgrade, actually. There's another such device over on this side. Energy tank. But then I think I may have to do it a second time. This sort of puzzle. Or you can't. Or the first part of it, I guess, is remains active. Yeah, you only have to activate the switch there, I suppose. Ah, yeah, okay. Since the top section only seems to be reachable that way. At least until you get the spider ball upgrade. Schematics for Glacier 1, secure zone accessed. Personnel bound for research area proceed directly to checkpoint. Schematics for research lab Hydra accessed. To access research lab Hydra, proceed through the purple doors to the south. Well, that's where we're headed. I think you get the infrared visor in this area. What's that? Space pirate.
Recruiting to logbook.
Morphology, Shadow Pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. Yar! I'll be a space pirate! Har har har! I shall hijack your spaceship! Har har har!
Defeat enemies to unlock doors.
Morphology, Space Pirate. Sentient, aggressor species, well-trained in weapon and melee combat. Space Pirates wield galvanic accelerator cannons and forearm-mounted scythes in combat. These species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and amoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their ambition. Only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. may have to use missiles in fighting them. Seems to work a treat.
Doors unlocked.
Force field accessible only through Space Pirate bioimaging, impossible to reach. These are the doors they came out of. More than likely. Phazon ore is extremely durable and blast resistant. Although the armor-like qualities of this shell provide ample protection, thermal imaging can be used to detect weak areas in the casing. Improvements must be made to the shell in the event that these weaknesses are found by aggressors. Phazon ore appears to bind through Phazon energy. Thermal imaging is required to detect the highest concentration of radioactivity, which serves to bind the stones together. Imaging research is being conducted in the containment vault area of the facility. Project Titan specimen is immobilized in quarantine cave. Relocation is recommended due to increased violent activity. East Quarantine Cave is restricted to blue level security. Authorized personnel permitted entry only after bioscan. Map station. You have downloaded the map for this area. No ammo? Ah well. Access to Research Lab Hydra granted. Where are the others? Okay, can I finally explore the area in peace? A new pirate data entry has been downloaded. Log number. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in single-generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Talent 4 are being finalized. Okay, can't read.
Recorded to logbook.
Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44% and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated.
Recorded to logbook.
Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints of Talent 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. I won't read all of them because there's a ton of stuff to read through otherwise. But those red ones are the most important ones. Our initial tests exposing Talent 4's indigenous parasites to Phazon appears to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. Okay, those red ones lead to 100% completion, so I have to be on the lookout for them. Let's look upstairs. There's the telltale sound of an ammo upgrade in the area, but I believe you need super missiles to open the container. Cordite casing of column appears weak. Yeah, that's for super missiles.
Recorded to logbook.
Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Fendron Drifts region of Talent 4's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroids sluggish and easy to control, even those well into Phazon infusion cycles. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantined caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern, as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers. thought these boxes would hold at least a bit longer. There's at least one more. Another one. Phase on mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Fendrana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starport. If Command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times.
Recording to logbook.
Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from a Wanderer-class planet identified as Talon 4. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike. A landmass at heading mark 40.08.02 returning with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Talon 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. 50% of logbook downloaded. Well, that's nice. I'm already 50% complete on that front. That's cool. Holographic projector extensions are currently inactive and need to be manually rotated. Ah, yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to do right now. It's 2. Come on, get inside of it. There's something up there. New research entry has been added. Planet Zebes, mass 4.8 trillion teratons. Profile: planet's crust is primarily earthic ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A Class 19 planet, Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. Planet Twin Tabula, mass 4.1 trillion teratons. Planet is best known for twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain native to Twin Tabula. In the early stages of the disease, victims suffer from double vision. When the twin sight fades, the victim is near death. Planet Ormine 2, mass 2.3 trillion teratons. An uninhabitable wasteland savaged by nuclear dust storms and constant seismic upheavals.
Recording to logbook.
Planet Talon 4, mass 5.1 trillion teratons. Profile: ecosystem studies indicate that Talon 4 was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Talon 4 will be a barren Class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. Planet Billium, mass 3.8 trillion teratons. Profile: quarantine. Atmosphere is rife with Mitralis, a sentient gaseous global exterminator virus. Yeah, like Earth. Can't analyze the sun. No. Okay. This is a safe station, I believe, that way. What's that? Super missile acquired. Ah, cool. This powerful attack uses 5 missiles. Using the power beam, press and hold A to charge, then press down on the D-pad to fire. Additional data downloaded to inventory screen. Press 2 to access the inventory screen. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Moving on. All holo technicians report to main observatory. Maintenance required on both holo modules. Let's save. Maybe see about getting a little bit further into the game. Chief Astrogation Officer feels our current dual holoprojector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. Access to control tower. Yeah, this place. Flying space pirates now, no? Yeah. Flying pirates. Pirates trained and equipped for airborne assaults. flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signatures of their jetpacks can be tracked with thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks can be even more so. If the pack fails, they will make a suicide strike. There's one down. Well, that should be all of them, no? Ah, no. Not yet. Ah, two of them. I used super missiles for the last two. It's faster but more costly. I know you can make this tower crash down, but how do you do that again? Maybe you need the plasma beam first. Yeah. Yeah, you can blast off these, what is it? Fuel tanks at the back or something like that, and then the tower comes crashing down. Nothing in here? No? Okay. Research lab, you say? Metroids.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology: Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator, the dominant species of planet SR-388. Yeah, but there's more than one in this game. There's hundreds of them. Metroids can suck the life force out of living things. A Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Destroy the Metroid! Our precious research material! Well, it's she, since Samus is a she. She identifies as she/her. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed after his defeat on Zebes. Command ordered a number of metagenetic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Metroid, will become the mainstay of our security force, a job we will certainly relish. But not as much as being part of the roster in Smash Brothers. When are we getting the Smash streams, really? I suck at Smash. Probably never. A new pirate data entry, blah 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 blah. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with Space Pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the intrusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. Was hoping to destroy you with my Billeth. You probably would if it came to it, yeah. There's little doubt about it. Judging from my own abilities. He's shooting at me. Oh, okay, yeah. I got a warning that the batteries were on a low level, and then its communication with the remote has been interrupted. No matter. I got spares. I recharged 2 pairs of AA's the other day. Okay. Let's go. Gotta go, gotta deal with drunk people. Adios. Well, I will not be here much longer, so thanks for watching then. See you next time, Sidey Guy. Take care. Is that all of them? Crap. Come on, two super missiles and you're not dead yet? Okay. That was costly.
Recorded to logbook.
Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Studies of Metroid biology continue. Though with limited progress, it seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they'd consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal.
Recorded to logbook.
Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy cores in the creature's quadripartite nucleus, but the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance. Yeah, but I'm running out of time though. I'm glad that I made as much progress as I did, but I will turn back and go back to the save station before I move on. May have to fight these enemies one more time when I start streaming tomorrow night. But it's okay. It's okay. Ah, there's a missile expansion here. Careful. Careful. I forgot this one existed. Okay, through the platform up there. No need to fight. Let's just walk through. Alright, that'll be all from me for today then. I'll stop streaming here. I'll be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, same time as usual. And we'll continue Metroid Prime then. So far, so good. It will only get harder from there on out, though. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Take it easy. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.